The demonic cult leader is my wife. Guchil told himself that each black strand was sword energy, a divine technique impossible without supreme enlightenment. Han Muyon was shocked as two figures jumped from the roof. When Cheon Yura and Sa Bion landed, Instructor Jock exclaimed, "The young cult leader is here?" Cheon Yura said, "It's Hyun Wol." Han Muyon stammered, "Wait a moment, young cult leader, I am Han Muyon," Instructor Jock demanded. "Second Phantom, what are you trying to do?" Han Muyon replied, "I am both the successor of the Seventh Elder, who uses the Yin-Yang Fist Strike, and an outstanding cadet of Cheonil Academy." Cheon Yura listened in silence. Han Muyon continued, I am aiming for the seat of demonic faction, Lord of the demonic cult." Cheon Yura and Sa Bion looked at him, unimpressed. Baek Sanga thought to herself that his manner of speaking had changed, and Guchil, also unamused, grew sterner. Instructor Jiak looked back at Han Muyon and said, "What nonsense are you spouting now?" Han Muyon said, "I have long striven to become your companion. Of course it is regrettable that things have turned out this way, but I want to prove my worth to you." Cheon Yura asked, "Your worth?" Han Muyon showed his fist and declared, "Yes, I want to prove that I am a man qualified to stand by your side." As Sa Bion remembered what Jin Yomyong had said, something he had forgotten resurfaced. Cheon Yura added, "I have seen something similar before, that gaze, burning with fierce determination, directed only at me." He paused, then said, "And because of that, I know your gaze is not directed at me, but at someone else." Han Muyon was shocked and confused. Cheon Yura said, "So go and resolve things directly with the one concerned. I refuse to be used as a mere bystander." Han Muyon protested, "To think you even saw through my desire to surpass the first Phantom. Even if you reject me, I still want you." Ugh. Instructor Jok slapped Han Muyon's neck in frustration and snapped, "What nonsense are you babbling?" Cheon Yura pressed the attack. Instructor Jok dragged Han Muyon away, shouting, "That's the heaven-slaying demon sword art, you idiot! Run! The operation has failed. Everyone, retreat to the tomb." As they fled, Sa Bion asked, "Will it be enough just to drive them away?" Cheon Yura replied, "If we want to completely annihilate them according to Jin Yomyong's plan, then letting them go is correct." Sa Bion observed, "You have changed. Your fiery temper, your stiff tone, your manner of speaking. Does the young cult leader even realize this herself?" A few moments later, Bang Man-hu wailed, "Ah, my tea house," and knelt in disbelief. Cheon Yura said, "You've arrived, Jin Yomyong." Jin Yomyong answered, "Thanks to your help, we were able to end this without any casualties." Bang Man-hu objected, "Without any casualties? The damage is enormous." News had come in that several cadets of Cheonil Academy had suddenly disappeared. Cheon Yura said, "So there were spies." Jin Yomyong asked, "Was one of them a large-built cadet?" Bang Man-hu replied, "Yes, one." "You mean Sandojon?" Baek Sanga was shocked. Cheon Yura asked, "Why are you asking about him?" Jin Yomyong muttered, "He was someone I had my eye on to become my subordinate." Baek Sanga protested, "Wait a moment. Sandojon must have been threatened." Jin Yomyong thought aloud. He said he was protecting them, but to me it sounded more like someone close to him was being held hostage. He continued to himself, so it was coercion. If that is the case, it makes sense. Besides, with the strength of his clan, even suppressing someone like the Seventh Elder would be simple. It would be useful to win over Sandojon as well. Guchil looked at Jin Yomyong and said, "Young master, there is one person I wish to save." Jin Yomyong asked, "Who?" Guchil answered, "One of my comrades from the Royal Demon Phantom Assassin Corps, someone who survived back then." In a different scene, Han Muzeong sneered, "And so? He failed his assassination and fled like a defeated stray? And he even displayed the Eight Heavens General's secret martial arts?" Instructor Jiok retorted. "Second Phantom, do you even realize that you completely ruined our grand plan?" Han Muyon insisted, "There is still a chance." Han Musong shot back, "A chance, sure. If we exterminate Haidong before dawn, there will be no witnesses." Han Muyon looked away and said, "All I need is acknowledgement from the young cult leader." Instructor Jiok asked, "You're still clinging to that?" Han Muyon answered, "On the way here, I kept thinking, whose gaze was it that the young cult leader spoke of?" Han Musong scoffed, "What nonsense are you spouting now?" Instructor Jiok threatened, "Should I just kill you?" Han Muyon replied, "No matter how I think about it, it can only be Jin Yomyong, the eldest son of the Jin clan." The two of them are exchanging letters, which also explains why the young cult leader appeared at Haidong. Therefore, I will personally kill Jin Yomyong. The rest of you can do as you please. Sandojon. Sandojon answered, "Yes, Senior Han." Han Muyon ordered, "You will kill Baek-sanga." Sandojian was shocked and his hands trembled. Han Muyon explained, "Aside from the third phantom, the rest of us will fake our deaths in the tomb, but you alone will be allowed to return to the cult." He added, "In other words, if you kill Baek-sanga, you can continue living while supporting your clan. Will you choose Baek-sanga of Cheon-il Academy, whom you have grown close to, or the clan you have been with since childhood? What is your answer?" Someone demanded. "There they are. Those unorthodox faction scoundrels are over there." Han Muyon, Instructor Jiok, Han Musong, and Sandojian froze in shock. Instructor Jik muttered, "Orthodox factions?" Sandojian quietly said, "I, Sandojian, was an orphan." In the past, a rough voice had exclaimed, "Huh? What is this now? Some child got caught in a trap meant for wild boars. But it is a human, right? Not a bear cub?" Sandojian said to himself, and so I was picked up by the San clan. As food was laid out, the boy devoured it eagerly. The man laughed. "Look at him munching away. He really looks like a mountain bandit." His wife giggled. "Why not just name him San Dojuk? It fits with our clan name San too." The man frowned. "Our family business may be banditry, but still, that is no name for a child." His wife thought aloud. Then how about Sandu Jian?" Her husband smiled. "Yes, that is better." "Hey, that is paper. You are not supposed to eat that," his wife scolded. The little boy growled, "Grah!" Moments later, "Wait, that is not a toilet," the man shouted, only to be shoved aside as Sandojian groaned and squatted before the household shrine. "Kuh! Grah!" the boy roared again. The onlookers cursed in disbelief as the child thrashed about. "To think he has such strength without even cultivating inner energy," one man said. Another added, "Luckily, we met Dojan when he was still a child." "Guys, I brewed some medicine," his wife called out. Sandojian thought to himself, "It was thanks to their tireless effort that I was able to live as a proper human being." Years passed. "I just went out for a stroll and did some light hunting," Sandojian said casually. His brother laughed nervously. "Right, light hunting, huh?" His mother crossed her arms. "A stroll, you say?" Sandojian thought to himself. It was a modest but happy life. Suddenly a cold voice echoed, "Oh, this place will do nicely, perfect for escaping pursuers and plotting things." Sandojian thought grimly, that is, until that incident happened. Then came the shout, "Gasp! Everyone run! It is a fiend from the demon cavern." The yin-yang fist demon appeared, sneering, "Insignificant creatures." Sandojian thought, when that day comes, they will be weeded out and disappear. The demon raised his hand. For beings like that, just a light tap is enough. He struck, but Sandojian blocked with his arms and was sent flying down the stairs. The yin-yang fist demon blinked. "Huh? What is with that brat? He is still alive. Sister-in-law, run!" Sandojian gasped weakly. "Dojaeon," his brother cried. The yin-yang fist demon observed, "He has neither cultivated inner energy nor even had the chance to do so. Could his innate external, martial strength truly be at that level? What a pity. If only I had discovered him 10 years, no, even 5 years earlier, I might have taken him as my successor. Hey you, will you come under me?" Sandojian thought bitterly. There had been no right to refuse. He forced himself to sit up. To protect his family's lives, he had no choice. From that day on, I only heard news of my family's well-being by word of mouth. The yin-yang fist demon chuckled. "Oh, I only stepped out for a light drink. I was not expecting to stumble into someone like you." Sandojian thought, they said that as long as I trained under orders and entered Cheon-il Academy, everyone's safety would be guaranteed. In the present, Han Muyon said coldly, "Kill Baek-sanga." Sandojian looked upward and whispered to himself, "Brother, what should I do?" Elsewhere, Cheon-yura said, "It seems those scoundrels got into an armed clash with the Orthodox sects. The Orthodox sects grew greedy and ignored our warnings," she added. Jin Yomyung said, as expected, "They wanted to monopolize everything that came out of the tomb." Bang Manhu sighed. "In the end, did we unintentionally end up using barbarians to control barbarians?" A soldier came running. "Urgent report, over 100 Yacha Heavenly Corps are approaching." "What?" Jin Yomyung muttered. The man continued, "Additionally, leading them is the Golden Ghost Lord, Jeom Joksan." "This is a letter sent by Jeom Joksan," Bang Manhu said. "A letter? At least that means they do not intend to ambush us outright." Someone squinted at the envelope. "To whom is that addressed?" Jin Yomyung said gravely. "It seems Jeom Joksan has drawn his sword." Nearby, a wounded man clutched his friend and said weakly, "Hey, get a hold of yourself," his friend shouted. Jin Yomyung continued, "The reason for their advance is that the youngest disciple, Chong Musong, has been revealed as a spy for another faction. They also state that they have no interest in the burial goods. Bang Man-hu smiled thinly. Then a new report came. This is bad. Among the group we were chasing was a demonic cultist, and one of them turned out to be one of our cult's elders, the Yin-Yang Fist Demon. Qianyura's eyes widened. What? Jin Yum-young muttered to himself. Even the Yin-Yang Fist Demon is involved? Does this tomb hold something even I do not know about? Qianyura whispered in disbelief. For one of our own elders to be a traitor, all Bang Man-hu could do was wail my treasure. Instructor Zhang sighed deeply to himself. First the young cult leader, and now an elder shows up too. Jin Yum-young thought silently. At this rate, even if we do not get the spoils, we will have to retreat. A strategist said grimly. Han Muyon and Chong Musong will be taken care of by the unorthodox tyrant heavens. If we seize the chance to capture the Yin-Yang Fist Demon, we might not only catch the tail but secure the body of their group. Jin Yum-young mused inwardly. Then while we are at it, let us see if we can also snatch Sandojon. Instructor Zhang turned to Jin Yum-young. Can I sit this one out? With the young cult leader, an elder, and even the granddaughter of the Orthodox Alliance leader here. It feels a bit overwhelming. Jin Yum-young smirked. If you can say that same thing directly to the young cult leader herself, I will gladly excuse you. He pointed toward Qianyura. Instructor Zhang's shoulders slumped. Forget it. Sabion stepped forward. Young cult leader, this is... Qianyura's tone was sharp and decisive. We must immediately relay this news to the cult leader. Furthermore, by the authority of this heavenly demon order, I order the arrest of the Yin-Yang Fist Demon and all those around him. As she handed over a black jade token, someone murmured in disbelief. The heavenly demon order. This is an absolute command that can only be issued by the cult leader or the young cult leader. Jin Yum-young thought to himself. The young cult leader's resolve is firm. If there is anyone who should be excluded from this, Baeksenger interrupted firmly. No, I too will see it through to the end. Jin Yum-young hesitated. But this has become bigger than expected. Baeksenger shook her head. I am also a martial artist. I do not want to only be protected. Even if it means I lose my life, I will not hold any resentment. That is my resolve. Qianyura smiled faintly. Then I will entrust this to you. She handed Baeksenger the sacred relic of the Orthodox Alliance, the Jade Celestial Divine Sword. Jin Yum-young thought silently, if that were to fall into the hands of the demonic cult, things would become far more complicated. Baeksenger definitely understands this. She is showing her determination in the manner of the Orthodox faction. Jin Yum-young drew his own blade. Very well, then I shall give you my sword as well. It is even better when using twin sword techniques. Now let us go hunt the big prey. As they marched forward, Jin Yum-young reflected. Among those from humble backgrounds who rose within the heavenly demon divine cult, none held a higher rank than the seventh elder, the Yin-Yang Fist Demon, Yan Heol. Once an officer of the heaven-defying society and one of the 8 heaven generals, he played a crucial role in expanding the cult's influence. The Yin-Yang Fist Demon glared coldly. You! How could you mess things up this badly? Han Muyon bowed his head. I have no excuse. The Yin-Yang Fist Demon turned to another, 3rd phantom. An Musong stepped forward. Yes, 8th Heaven General. The discovery of the heavenly mystic maiden's tomb is of great merit, the elder said. Once this matter is over, prepare to transfer formally over to the heavenly demon divine cult. Ah! Han Musong gasped in disbelief. Han Muyon's eyes widened in shock. The Yin-Yang Fist Demon continued. From now on, your name shall no longer be Chong Musong, but Han Musong. Han Musong knelt. I will fully devote myself to the grand plans of the cult. The heavenly mystic maiden was a great traitor who sided with the second heavenly demon and betrayed the cult, the elder declared. The treasures she stole must all be returned to the cult, especially the key. That must be recovered without fail. The 10th Heaven General raised a concern. But with this level of combat power, will it be enough? The elder turned his gaze. 10th Heaven General, right now, the man said, even the rabble of the unorthodox tyrant heavens are trying to enter this place. Can we really face them all with our current manpower? Not to mention, GM Joksan himself is present. That is exactly why I called you, the Yin-Yang Fist Demon said calmly. With your life-absorbing demonic art, you can awaken without much burden. The 10th Heaven General smirked. That is true enough. The elder pressed on. How long will you keep living hunted as a public enemy of the martial world? Did you not even clash with the Tang clan recently? Ah, the 10th Heaven General chuckled. Just a bit more and I could have had that poison peak to myself. If this ends well, said the elder, I will see to it that you are given a position in the cult, so why not join us? That is quite a tempting offer, the man replied with a grin. Indeed, only the demonic cult could handle someone as flirtatious as me. The elder sighed. Just flirtatious? That is an understatement. Jin Yomyoung thought to himself. The 10th general of the 10 generals, Playboy Madame, also known as Playboy Lord, one of the 10 great public enemies of the martial world, the greatest lecher under the heavens. In another scene, Instructor Jang groaned. Sigh. My goal in life was to live a long and quiet life. Jin Yomyoung gave him a side glance. For someone like that, you sure hold quite a high position in the Cheonil Academy, do you not? Instructor Zhang muttered, moving in the shadows. The covert unit of the Cheonil Academy, the Hidden Soul Squad. The gazes of the Hidden Soul members often drifted toward him. Jin Yomyoung smirked again. When I realized that the reason you rejected my offer of triple your current salary was because you were already the Hidden Soul Squad leader, it all made sense. Instructor Zhang rubbed his neck awkwardly. It was not like I outright refused him. Thank you all so much for the continued support, my amazing Otaku Go viewers. I truly appreciate every single one of you. I've just created a new channel called Otaku Go Compilations. It's where I'll be uploading longer full-format videos so you can enjoy the content continuously without any interruptions. Please make sure to subscribe to Otaku Go Compilations and keep supporting the community. And as always, don't forget to leave a like, comment below, and share your thoughts. It really helps boost the analytics and keeps both channels growing. Once again, thank you for being part of the Otaku Go family. See you all in the next video.